Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be talking about types of movie scenes that scare me. So I know that's exciting, so exciting, but we'll get to it in 1 second. First of all, if you like this makeup look, it will be coming in Friday's video and you can see how I did it and what I used. Second of all, if you would please, before we even get into this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you are notified every Tuesday and Friday when I post a new video, and it'll ding, let you know, send a notification to your phone, and you won't miss a thing. And it'll be great, and we'll become best friends. It'll make me happy, it'll make you happy. It'll just be a win-win for all of us, honestly. So let's get into the video. So when I say types of movie scenes that scare me, I'm not talking about exact from the movie scenes, which I could definitely do, especially from like Hereditary and 1408 and The Conjuring. There's so many movies out there that like freak me out, which is why I love horror movies so much. But what I'm talking about is like when a movie character is driving in a car and is texting or looking for a CD or looking for something, and they keep taking their eyes off the road, or their eyes are not on the road at all, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, you're like literally giving me anxiety, and I'm like physically like yelling at this person through my TV, like, look up, you're gonna physically hit something, like you're gonna run off the road, you're gonna hit someone, you're gonna see a deer or a person standing in front of you, you're gonna swerve and you're gonna flip your car or run into a tree, and then that's where all it's gonna begin. Which I get, these things are there for a reason because they're part of the movie, but we all have those scenes where it's like as soon as it starts happening, or you can see it coming from like a mile away, and you're already like, oh my god, stop, like stop, like run, like look, like pay attention, like get your keys out, like, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like if I were you, I wouldn't be in the situation. So let's go on. So here are 5 types of scenes that give me that like on the edge of my seat anxiety. Alright, let's get into it. The first one is, as I said, as my example, is when someone is in a car. So every time someone is in a car, they're driving along, the camera like shows the road, it shows them paying attention, then all of a sudden they drop a pop, they drop something they're eating, their phone rings. It's like as soon as something happens where they look away, it's like, you know that either it's like one of 4 things. A person is going to be out in the middle of the road, a deer is going to be out in the middle of the road, they're going to swerve off the road, or it's just to get your anxiety going, or at least my anxiety going, and then nothing even really happens. Most of the time it's one of the first 3, but every now and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, look at the freaking road, like don't look at your phone, like don't worry about it, and then it shows like the road and they just keep driving and everything's fine, and I'm like, my heart, I can't take it. So that's the first one. Girl. Number 2 is when all the lights go out and then all of a sudden that character just like flips on a little lighter they have, or a little match they have, or that flickery little flashlight that they haven't changed the batteries out in like 5 years, so it barely works. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, every time they like move this like light of whatever kind of light they have that's like very dim, and they move it around, I'm like, oh, what's gonna pop out? Because we all know the pop out scares get me every time. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, I watch horror movies and I don't jump or anything. Like, no bitch, I watch them because I jump. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, what's going on? Like, that's why I love it, because it like gets my attention. It's like, I love TV and movies, but action and horror like get my attention. Like, I've seen like all the Marvel movies, love them. I've seen tons of horror movies, love them. Like, I need something like going on. Yeah, so when there's like a little light, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then like in a movie, especially if they have like a lighter or a match and something blows it out, and I'm like, nope. Done. I mean, not really, I still watch it, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're about to die, someone in your house is about to die, something terrible is about to happen, or all the lights are about to come on and someone's gonna be hanging in front of you. I'm just like, oh, like a million things are racing through my mind until it actually happens. And then half the time what happens in the movie is not even as bad or as like scary as like what's in my mind. So I'm like, I feel like I could write a horror movie, and not that it'd be better or anything, but like I feel like I just could, because I already have so many scenarios that I have ran through my head that I have like rewritten a million movies because I assume that that's how it would end, how I imagined it in my head, and then it doesn't, which is part of the reason I love when movies are like that, because I can't guess what's going to happen. But then also I'm like, but like my ending would have been good too. Like both of them are good. Like I could like recreate another ending for this in like a short story or something, right? I think so. Ew. Ew. Okay. So number 3 is when it's dark outside and someone hears something or sees something and they go to the window and they're looking out the window and you're like, a face is gonna pop up, a face is gonna pop up, a face is gonna pop up, someone's face is gonna pop up, and you don't know what it's gonna look like, and you don't know if it's gonna be a mask or if they're gonna be mutilated or if it's just gonna be some man named John. Someone's gonna freaking pop up there. And then again, it's like one of two things. Either someone does pop up there, or it could even be like one of the characters that went missing, or one of the characters that you know is dead, but the character that you're watching look out the window doesn't know is dead yet. And then all of a sudden there's like dead body. And it's like, you know something's coming until it doesn't come, and then you're like, gosh dang it. But then it looks back at the window and you're like, oh no. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. I get so excited though. Like, I'm like jumping and I'm like, oh my gosh, but then the whole time I'm like, like, I'm so excited for it to happen. Yeah. It's a fun time to watch it, I have to say. So, number 4, this is when, this usually happens, I would say like in the middle, toward end of a movie, and this is when someone has been messed with, whether it's by like ghost, serial killer, stalker, whatever the situation is, and they're like ready to get out of there, and then finally they can get out of their house, motel, woods, wherever it is, and they have their keys, and they get to their car, or if they don't have their keys, but they get to their car and they try to start it, or they're looking for the keys and they can't find it, or the car won't start, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, you finally get there, you make it, and you can't go nowhere. Now you're just in this car, and it's like, it's actually, I think, probably worse to be inside of this vehicle at this point, because now this person, thing, whatever you're running from, can get into the vehicle on like the one side where you're at, or you're just like stuck in this little metal box, and it's like, oh my gosh. It just like drives me nuts. I'm like, you finally got there, and you know, like, this is probably like, I'd say 90% of movies, either your car is not going to start for whatever reason, they cut, you know, some kind of wire, I don't know how cars work, they cut something so you can't start it, or they don't have the keys, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're like, oh no, the keys are on the counter, oh no, the keys are in my dead husband's pocket, all the way in the back of the woods, and the character will look up, and they have like, almost like a realization where they're like, shit, I know where those keys are, and they're not here, and they're back where I just got away from, and they're just like, and they usually scream, and then they like hit the steering wheel, and half the time they end up hitting the horn, or just end up like just getting mad at themselves, when I'm like, okay, if you're in the situation, not that I've been in the situation, but like if you're in the situation, I don't think I'm gonna be like hitting the steering wheel and like throwing stuff and acting freaking stupid. I think I'm gonna try to start it, I'm gonna look for the keys. If I can't find them, I mean, I'm gonna get out of there, because I'm not gonna be stuck in this little metal box where someone can easily like find me, or even, you know, somehow like keep you in the car and then like torment you outside of the car. It's, yeah, I'm like, just get out of the freaking car. You don't have the keys, it doesn't work, get out and run away. Or fight. I mean, basically it's run or fight. You need to run, fight, or hide. You can't just sit there and cry and be like, oh my gosh, or like when a character is just screaming and you're like, lady, guy, person, please stop screaming and not helping at all in this situation, because literally no one can wait for you to die. I'm sorry to tell you. If you're screaming and you're not helping at all, like literally everyone wants you to just die or something to happen to you because you're so annoying. So get it together, alright, horror characters. Number 5, and my last one, I just added this. So, the other day I was watching Channel Zero, Season 1, Candle Cove, and if you have not seen that yet, you should probably watch it. It's actually pretty good. It's kind of like, it's kind of a little cheesy, but it's kind of good. I don't know. I think I'm going to do a video on it. I don't know if I'm going to do all 4 seasons or just Channel Zero as a whole, but I digress. Actually, leave me a comment in the bottom if you have seen Channel Zero, if I should do a video per season. I believe there are 4. I'm on season 2 now, or if I should just do channel 0 as like a whole video, because I might be able to do that too. I don't know how long or how like in depth these seasons are, because like I said, I've only seen season 1 and it was pretty good, but I mean, I feel like you could explain it fairly quickly. If I can do that, then I'll just make it one. So I digress. So the reason I brought up Candle Cove, so that's what I was watching the other day when I added number 5 to this list, is when someone, it's usually a child, looks under the bed at night. So they will hear like the creepiest freaking noise, like the most random noise maybe, the creepiest voice, like someone calling for them. I'm like, okay, if someone is, oh my god, I saw my cat out of my corner of my eye and she scared me because she's like gray and it's dark in here except for like this light right here. Anyway, I digress. And she was literally going under the bed and I'm like, I know there's no ghosts in this house because I have not had any, knock on wood, any problems in this house. And it feels, I have my crystals, I have all my stuff. It's very clean energy in this situation. So honey, don't be trying to scare me. But yeah, when a kid just gets down and is like looking under the bed, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you looking under there? It's like you hear a voice, you hear a noise, you hear something that shouldn't be there. Like, don't look. Don't go there. Like, just leave your room. Like, I don't know. I guess realistically you would check, but I mean, if I was a kid, I wouldn't. Like, I just hide. Like, if I'm a kid, I'm not getting down there and looking. I mean, I'm either going to do one of two things. I'm going to put my blankets over my head and act like I don't hear it. I mean, if it's like a small noise. And if I hear a straight up voice, I'm going to calmly and collectively, so as to not scare whoever, whatever that is, and go to my parents and be like, boy, you check under my bed, because you a grown-ass person and you can fight and I'm a little bitty kid and I can't. So you gotta do that for me. You're my mom, you're my dad. Do it for me. I can't. So those are like the 5 types of movie scenes that really just get me on the edge of my seat, and I'm just so ready for like a pop-up or like to see some crazy like mask or face or dead body or something, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, but also I'm like, what am I gonna see? I don't know. And then especially when they do it and then like they get you all ready for it and they're like looking and they're so slow about it too, like the kids like creep over the bed or the people like slowly look out the window, or you know, they do everything so slow and you're like, just look, just do it, just get it over with. It's like a band-aid, just rip it off. But I don't know. If you agree with any of those, please let me know in the comments. And if you have any scenes where you're like, yes, honey, like this type of scene, XYZ. I know some people don't like shower scenes. It's not that you don't like them, but it's like you like them, but when they come up, you're like, oh, like what's going to happen? You get excited, but like scary excited. I don't know. I love that feeling, like scared excited. It's fun. So let me know what makes you scared excited down in the comments. That's horror movie related. I don't want anything like weird or kinky. I mean, put what you want, but like keep it to horror movies, people. Jeez. Alright, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you would, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell because I post every Tuesday and Friday, and you'll be notified when I post amazing videos, and then you can like, comment, and subscribe on them. Well, you should already be subscribed, so like and comment. Alright guys, I think that's everything. Like I said, if you like this makeup look, if you're like, oh, Chelsea, you be looking cute, girl, like, hi. Well, Friday's video, you will be able to see how I did this more natural makeup look that I don't usually do. So, alright guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Peace out.